at a busy time like this. So
Yeah.
this is a new threat, and I think we need to respond to new threats in new ways.
Okay, well, thank you very much indeed for that. I wonder if people see this as a threat. Natalie Elphig, MP for Dover, said yesterday people were breaking into Britain. Tony Smith there with that view, former Director General of UK Border Force. Do you see it as people breaking into Britain? And I'm going to ask you a question really about immigration. How many people should be in this country is really what we're talking about. Where have our attitudes towards people who have come from somewhere else come from? 0345 6060 973. Is our attitude wrong, or is our response appropriate at this point? And a quiz question before we go to the news. Who said we're the most densely populated major country in Europe? Do we want the southeast of Britain to resemble a giant suburbia? Who said that? And who also went on to say that there's an impending calamity taking place? Why are we not taking the issue of immigration seriously? And it was said 13 years ago by someone. Who was it? 7:17 is the time. Bill Everton with the news.
Boris Johnson says empty classes in England next month would be socially intolerable. Labour's warning of a jobs bonfire unless the government helps industries and businesses still shut down due to the pandemic. The Home Secretary's appointed an ex-Royal Marine to tackle record numbers of migrants trying to cross the Channel. Weather hot again in southern England, hazy sunshine and thunderstorms later. Sunny spells for the north, for Northern Ireland, Wales and Scotland, a high of 34 degrees.
LBC Travel, I'm Joanne Webb. In Bexley-Heath, the Erith Road is closed in both directions, and that's because of a fire in a building. And in Kingston Hill is closed both ways, and that's for emergency repair works. One lane is closed on the A10 southbound, just after the M25 junction at Bullsmore Lane, and that's because a car has broken down. Problems already on the trains this morning. Avanti West Coast and London North Western services aren't running to and from Euston. That's because of emergency engineering works.
This is LBC. How do we control coronavirus now? Listen to Steph. She's a bus driver.
Now that people are using public transport again, we really need to make sure that we keep each other safe. Passengers need to stay 2 metres apart. If that's not possible, make it at least 1 metre. I want to see everyone wearing face coverings over their mouth and nose unless you've got a good reason not to. And when you get to where you're going, you need to wash your hands. We've still got to play our part.
Stay alert. Control the virus. Save lives.
Are you getting a train over the bank holiday weekend? If so, here's some important news from us at Network Rail. There are engineering works planned in many parts of the country from the 29th to the 31st of August. To find out if your journey will be affected, please check before you travel at nationalrail.co.uk/August.
When you find the perfect beach and there's not a soul on it, or when you order an ice cream and it comes with 2 extra flakes, it's great, isn't it? And something good gets even better. Like an approved used Audi. Because for a limited time they come with 2 years warranty, 2 years roadside assistance, 2 years key cover, and up to 2 years MOT cover. So buy until 30th of September and you'll be getting an Audi. And then some. Search Audi approved used. Audi. Vorsprung durch Technik. Offer valid until 30th of September 2020 for vehicles from 12 to 96 months old. MOT cover and key cover underwritten by UK General Insurance Limited. Visit audi.co.uk.
Say hello to summer data deals at Vodafone. Get a Vodafone SIM-only plan with 5 times more data. 100 gigabytes for just £20 a month. Just one of the amazing offers in the Vodafone summer data deals. Switch to the UK's best mobile data network. Online or in store. Ready? Vodafone.
Ends 3rd of September, 24-month plans. RPI increased credit check terms and award verification apply. See vodafone.co.uk.
Did you know that Pimlico Plumbers have an utterly fabulous 24-hour service? For plumbing, heating, drains, roofing, electrics, appliances, carpentry and building? Whatever your predicament, Pimlico Plumbers can send a friendly face to your door within the hour. Shh! And just between us, their work even comes with a 12-month guarantee. They aren't just any old tradesmen, they're Pimlico Plumbers. And they're always available on 0207 928 8888 or at pimlicoplumbers.com.
Andrew Castle on LBC.
So who said in 2007 we are the most densely populated major country in Europe? Do we want the southeast of Britain to resemble a giant suburbia? He called it an impending calamity, and why, he questioned, does no one have the guts to treat this serious issue with the seriousness that it deserves? Well, it was the MP for Henley. It was Boris Johnson back in 2007. And it just got me thinking, as we're talking about the migrant crossings, there seems to be this polarization of debate on just about every issue that we do these days. But I think this is not just about migrant crossings. It's a wider issue about how many people is the right level of people for our country, what is sustainable, what is desirable. And I wonder, is it possible to talk about migration without being accused of racism or bigotry? Because the one thing that you could point to in the foul Brexit debate, if the one thing you could point to was if you muzzle people, if you don't give them a voice, they'll get you back and anger will rise. And I think that's what we saw, and I think that caused Brexit. And I think that was what the immigration debate was about, because we're so childish we can't even talk about it. The ONS says we will be at 70 million people by 2030. That's adding 1,000 people every day. 79% will be from migrants arriving and having children. These are facts, okay, or estimates. But it's from ONS and official figures. We'll have the largest population in Europe by 2050. Is that okay with you? Do you see that there is a knock-on effect which disproportionately affects people who have less money or don't live in such nice areas as you? Do you think there'll be knock-on effects like congestion on the roads, housing, school places, commuters, waiting lists for operations and GPs? Why don't politicians talk about this issue? Well, the smart ones just avoid it, don't they? But GDP rises.